What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Generational Sports. Man, Josh is doing some fake ass dance moves right now.
You did it wrong. It's that way.
Well, I'll hit him with a little bit of the sprinkler. You know what I mean? But welcome back, everybody. Hosting as always is your boy. Got to my right, the other boy. It's Josh. December 12th, nice Monday. Just mere weeks away from Christmas. A wonderful time of the year, you know. I was outside taking the garbages out tonight. Beautiful sunset. Threw on some Christmas music. I was like, this looks beautiful. Look at this guy, Josh. Not Josh co-host, Josh O of Burst Your Bubble fame. Figured out the live chat, fellas. Josh, it's wonderful to have you. It is wonderful to speak to you. And speaking to my other Josh, my co-host Josh, how we doing on this Monday? Huh? What's going on there, boss?
Good and bad. Good because I got a retweet from Kyle Brandt. That was pretty cool to see.
Okay.
I was pretty hyped about that. Bad because I don't know what happened, but Saturday night I kept like my dreams where I was on a roller coaster. So I just kept waking up at every drop. And I couldn't, for 5 straight times, fall asleep, roller coaster, wake up, panic. Thought I was going to have a heart attack, but yeah, it's pretty annoying. I know you're a guy that stays up till 4 a.m. just naturally, but that's
not
me.
I went to bed at 5:15 last night.
You're insane. You are absolutely insane.
I got off Xbox at about 1 because we weren't doing anything. Then at 3 o'clock, I was like, I wonder if because my friend has a PC, so I haven't talked to him as much recently because now, he'd be on Discord instead of the Xbox parties and stuff. I was like, I wonder if he's there. So I texted him about 3. I said, yo, you on Discord? He said, yeah, just join. So I joined. Then I was like, damn, I don't want to just talk. So I got on Xbox while I was talking to him, and I was like, I'm going to play some Fall Guys. So I did that for a little bit. Then it was 3:30, and I was like, damn, I got class at 12:30. I should go to bed, still get my 8 hours. And I just couldn't fall asleep. 5:15 later. Finally shut the eyes. Alarm went off at 11:30,
That's crazy. You're mad.
But,
How are you doing besides going to bed at 5:15?
Josh, I don't know why, but I'm really feeling the show today. I mean, the show is always fantastic, and I always love doing it. I think there's just something in the air today. I'm feeling confrontational almost, but in a good way. I'm ready to hammer down my points. I don't know. I think this is going to be an electrifying show. Hopefully everybody pulls up, have the comments pop. I mean, we already got Josh in here, so it can't get much better than that. But, I don't know. I'm feeling good today.
I'm feeling pretty good too.
I think it's going to be a banger of a show. I really do. One thing that's kind of annoying me, I think my charger is on the way out, which is a tragedy.
Oh, that's always the worst. The first sign that it's about done.
Let's start out with a shout out to the Ravens. We're getting dubbed in the third string quarterback. Listen, you're not wrong there. I mean, it is against the Steelers. It's against the Steelers. So, I mean, half play counts, Josh. But hey, still in first place. Next week, big game though. Big game against those Bengals. We're on a roll right now. One of the hotter teams in football. But all right, hey, Josh, I also want to say this right off the rip. I'm a little disappointed in you.
Why?
Because you said
I posted the pod.
What?
I posted the pod.
No. Great job with that. I even posted a tweet about it. You came to me with a wonderful idea of these comparisons.
I wanted to save that for that week where we're going to do the Pro Bowl week, where we're just going to do, you guys better tune in Pro Bowl week because we're just going to do rankings, games. I want to save that.
Okay. All right. Because I was very excited to do that. And then
we can do it if you want.
No. We can save it. I mean, then or we could do it and then we can do it again with different people.
That's true.
It's up to you. I'll let you make the choice.
We'll see how the show goes. If we lead off, we kind of get to something close to that, maybe we just do it.
Yeah. We're going to start out with UFC 282. Just a quick little recap for it. And listen, I'll be honest with you. I watched the whole thing. Only 2 that are worth talking about in my eyes because they are the 2 important ones. was Patty Pimblett, Mr. Patty the Batty, and the title fight. I don't know if you have any, what's the word I'm looking for here? Quarries, maybe. Now let's go with a big word. I don't know if you have any quarries with me only talking about those two. If you want to talk about anything else.
Shout out, what was his name?
Rojas Jr. is a
Morono?
dog, actually. I wanted to say that too. Rojas Jr., like the 18-year-old kid.
Oh yeah, he's a senior in high school, dude. A senior.
I'm not listen, and I will fully admit, on a good day, I'm a 5. Good day. That dude is ugly as hell.
I don't want to comment on it because I can't tell if there's
something wrong.
Yeah, so I didn't tweet anything
well, listen,
about
if there
it.
is, I take it back.
Right.
And if he ever saw me in person, I would tell him that he's a 10 out of 10 because I don't want to die. But
absolutely,
I'm smart. I'm smart that way.
But the guy Morono, who took the fight on like a week's notice, it sucked seeing him get knocked out. He was on a 4-fight win streak, and he was winning that fight too, like pretty easily, and then got knocked out late in the third, I believe. But he was fighting a good fight. Tapora against Bryce Mitchell. That was a very good fight for Tapora. Bryce Mitchell talked a lot of crap, didn't really back it up. But yeah, other than that, I mean, some good knockouts. But yeah, the two. I mean, you don't think Patty won?
Hell no.
I don't think he did either. I just don't think it's as crazy as people are.
I don't know, bro. Listen, I give the first round easy to Gordon. Easy.
First round, I thought could go either way.
Really?
But also, I didn't watch it live. I was being responsible. This is the first time UFC event pay-per-view that I haven't enjoyed some beverages because my dad was at a wedding with an open bar, so I knew I'd have to, go pick him up. So I was being responsible.
DD.
I was being responsible. But
that's what we like to hear. Save people responsibility out here. We teach that on this show as well. Not only great sports takes.
Exactly. But so the version I watched was someone in the stands recording it. So I couldn't really tell how often shots really connected. But that first round to me, I don't know, kind of felt like a feeling out process. I could give it to either way. I didn't really see it heavy. I thought second round easily Gordon for me. Like, no question about it. The second round was Gordon for me. And then third round could go either way for me too. I'd probably give all 3 rounds to Gordon if I had to choose. But I could see first and third going.
See, I think that's my main problem with it. Like, unanimous decision?
Yeah, should have been at least split.
Like, it has to at least be split. I mean, you could see it in the octagon, too. They read it off. Joe Rogan looked at it. He was like, they thought that he pulled Steve Harvey. He thought he pulled a Steve Harvey. Miss Universe is whatever. Sorry. Read it wrong. That's what Joe Rogan was thinking. I think who else was Bilal Muhammad in the ring as well?
Yeah, he was in his corner.
He was like, "You serious right now?" So I don't think Patty won. Now listen, is it okay with me that Patty won? Yeah, because I like Patty. I think he's cool. But I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was watching it, me and my boy on Xbox, we were watching it, and I was like, yeah, Patty's didn't win that one. I was like, damn, like, I wonder if that hurts the hype train, whatever. And then they write it, and especially when they said unanimous, because I was like, if anything, maybe Patty won like 1 round. So like, if it goes to a split, like, I guess whatever. And then they were like unanimous 30-27s. Yeah. I was like, hell no. I was like, never mind. There's no way that he won. And then they said his name, and I was like, wow, that is something.
I mean, it was I wish I could have seen it live to actually get a real feel of it. Of course, I watched the whole card, and that's the one fight I miss is the Patty fight, of course, the most controversial fight. But I don't know. For me,
see, I thought when you tweeted out that you missed the most controversial fight, you were talking about the title fight. So you saw the whole title fight.
I saw the whole boring ass 5 rounds title fight. It was very boring.
Now, all right, we'll move on to that one, I would say. It was Jan Blachowicz. I don't know, whatever. Magomed Ankalaev. Yeah, there we go. Ankalaev. There we go.
You know Joanna's last name, right? You know how to say it? Joanna.
Jacek?
See, it's crazy to me how you struggle with so many names, but that's the one you know.
I don't know why.
That's like 15 letters. I don't know that. I can't say
I
that
think
one.
it's because I watched so many Rose videos, and obviously she was involved. So, like, I just learned it. I bet all my Caleb Heisman winnings on Patty, and after the fight, just accepted that I lost my money. That's what I'm saying. Like, even on – and see, I think that's where you know it was kind of BS too, because everybody loved Patty, right? Like, everybody's a big Patty fan, whatever. You see the reaction when he comes out. You know, they're booing it. They're booing when he's up against the cage because they want to see him fight or whatever. And even on Twitter, everybody was like, I don't think he won. And then they said his name, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like I said, whatever. I like him, so it's cool. Like, but I understand if you don't like Patty and you see that fight, you're like, oh yeah, rigged, 100%, 100% rigged. But then the title fight of Jan and Magomed. What do you?
I think Magomed won. I don't think it was.
I think he won as well. They said draw. You should have seen my face.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Because I was like, okay, maybe a split decision because like I think you. So you give the first 2 rounds to Jan.
I give 2 and 3 to Jan. Because that's the first round he started attacking the legs. Second and third round was when Magomed kept stumbling and you could see he was hurt.
Yeah.
First round is title fight. First rounds always feel like I have no clue. Like no one does anything. It's just it's
always that feeling out process.
Yeah, a calf kick. Other guy comes back with a calf kick. Like they just balance each other out in the first round.
So I think
third and fourth easily Magomed.
And then after that, he put all the pressure on Jan. He couldn't really get the leg kicks. A lot of people, why wouldn't he just keep going to leg kick? He was obviously, hurting him. Oh, because he started to pressure him and he couldn't, get the spacing off to actually do it. But they were like, okay, whatever. What is it? 40? No. What is it in a 5-round fight then? The scoring.
It'd be 40,
35,
49. 49, 48, right? 49,
yeah,
48. Whatever.
Like 49, 48, Jan. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, because whenever they do that, it's a split.
Yeah.
So it's 49, 48, Jan. And then you're like, okay, well, just 49, 48, Muhammad. Blah, blah, blah. And then he goes 47, 47.
I was like, what?
And he goes, it's a draw. And that once again, I would pay so much money to be inside of the ring when that happens because you see the side camera angle shots. Joe Rogan looked around. He was like, I don't know. Yeah. Dana's in the middle of the ring.
Jan?
Dana's holding the title ready to give it to somebody. He literally just looked around and then walked out with the title. And you could tell that Rogan had no idea what to do. He was like, who do I talk to right now? So he goes over to the guy. He's like, oh, do you think you won? Oh, I got to go back and watch it, bro. Ankalev was so mad.
Yeah, he was. Not blame him. I wish he spoke English.
You're like, I don't know if I'm gonna fight here anymore. Like, where's my belt? I was like, damn, like. Did he even say he was rigged?
No, he was just saying he won. That's all he was saying.
Because I remember Joe saying well, unfortunately, the UFC doesn't appoint the judges or whatever. So I couldn't remember if he actually said, "Oh, this is." I don't think he said it was rigged. He was just like, yeah, those judges are bad or whatever. And if the UFC is going to employ them, I don't want to be here. And he's like, well. And Joe was like, well, the UFC does not have control over who officiates or does this, whatever. But, man, that was...
Even when they were announcing it, when it sounded like it was going to be split decision, Jan, put his hand out and pointed to Magomed. He was like, he won. That's the champ.
And then when he started going off, Jan walked over again and was like, bro, just give him the title.
Yeah, it's crazy. And now we got, Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill? That's going to be the... title fight. I mean, that's a terrible fight too. That's not going to be that fun.
Isn't it amazing how awful the light heavyweight division is?
I mean, John Jones got to come back, bro.
But he's coming back as a heavyweight.
But he'll he's gonna want to be double champ. He'll get that heavyweight, and then he'll be like, what?
I feel like
Too
that would
easy
be
to
the
win.
easiest double champ of all time.
Yeah, I mean, because Ngannou, is Ngannou still the champ?
Yeah.
He didn't vacate the title.
No, he didn't pull Yuri. So Yuri did was good for the sport itself.
I respect Yuri for that, and he's gonna get a title shot the second he's healthy.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. That's why I don't understand why people don't like relinquish the title.
Yeah,
like I guess it's like a pride thing of like, oh, I didn't lose it. Like I'm not giving up my belt, whatever. But like you're messing up your own sport because like here's I guess here would be my thinking, right? Like say I'm the champion. I tear my ACL. I'm going to be out for a year and a half, whatever. So, all right, fine, whatever. I'll relinquish it. I'm sickened. But I know in the back of my head, maybe they give me one tune-up fight just to get my legs underneath me, and then I got a title fight again. But what if, like, during that time, somebody else becomes champion, goes on a little bit of a run, and, like, just becomes the new face of the UFC? And maybe you're like, oh, well, that's not good for you. The hell it's not, because then I come back, have my tune-up fight, go fight for the title, and all of a sudden, if I'm fighting some guy that everybody starts to love now, that's just more pay-per-view buys.
I think the only way you don't relinquish, the only worry that would be giving up the belt is if the division starts to become like stacked, and they're like, well, now you can't just get a title shot because there's new contenders. You got to beat them. That'd be the only worry. But
if you were the champion, you would have to beat them anyway. So I mean,
right.
And also, like, if you did beat them and you did get the title back, like, doesn't that just legitimize you more? So I don't know. I like I said, I guess I do also kind of understand, like, bro, I got hurt. I am not relinquishing my title. Like, I did not get beat for this. It's kind of like, it's like the reverse of what happens in every other sport, where it's like, okay, you're a center fielder and you tore an ACL. Well, guess what? We're not going out there with 8 people on the baseball field. Like, you're getting replaced. And by the way, hate to tell you, if the person that replaces you bats .350 and hits 45 home runs, you're not coming back, guy.
Yeah.
At least, like, in the UFC, you'd be like, oh, he just went on a year-long reign. All right, I'm going to have a couple fights, and then I'm going to get my chance. Like, it's always going to be that way. So, I like what Yuri did. I think it just progresses the sport more. And it doesn't like keep everybody bogged down, because then it's like, that's the other thing I hate, like, oh, an interim title holder. Like, no, just make them the title holder. Like, I don't get the whole point of an interim. Like, you're the title holder. Because
no one wants the word interim.
Like, the current one that we have is not fighting or is unable to or can't do something. You are the champion right now. Interim, whatever. Like, even head coaches, like in the NFL and MLB, oh, they're the interim coach for now. No.
I hate that Steve Wilkes.
He's the head coach.
Yeah, Steve Wilkes is our head coach, not interim.
Like, well, what is the point of the interim? Like, okay, just say he's the head coach, and then after the season, you can say that, okay, we're going to move in a different direction. And listen, it is literally all semantics right now. Like, we're making a big deal over a word that, like, literally probably doesn't actually mean anything, but it's just something that annoys me. It's one of the little pet peeve things. It's like when people walk slow in the hallway. Or take up an entire sidewalk. Listen, I don't care that you have 4 people. I don't care if you got 4 people in your friend group. Walk 2 and then 2. So at least I can pass you if you're walking slow.
Yeah, we don't got to do a straight line. We can.
Listen, you're not that guy. You're not that cool.
You don't.
And especially here, the sidewalks. Listen, Josh, there's snow on the ground now. We got 3 to 5 inches last night.
Really? You guys got snow already?
Oh, yeah. Listen, like I said before, beautiful sunset tonight. I had to go take the garbages down. Went outside. I said, wow, what a time. I even threw on some Frank Sinatra Christmas album.
Oh, okay.
See, listen, let me tell you something. This might be a hot take. Old Christmas music, 10 times better than anything that's been put out in the last 20 years.
Has there even, besides Mariah Carey, is there even?
And listen, if I got to hear Mariah Carey one more time, I'm going to jump off the Empire State Building. Can't do it.
I wish I had a reoccurring bag like that, though. That'd be nice.
Oh, no, absolutely. It's just, she makes like $1 million a year off of it.
All you got to do is wait for Christmas and bag. You don't got to do anything.
It's the same, bro. It's the same thing that people go viral on TikTok. It's like if you have one TikTok song that goes viral, you can literally live your entire life off of it.
Right. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I got to come up with something. I got to do something. I'm telling you, my $1 million idea is to take those things at the banks, like banks when you put the check in and it shoots it up into the bank or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think we should commercialize it. Put it in your mailbox. Do you dig underneath all the way?
Speaking of mailbox, it pisses me off that mine's across the street. Like,
Mine's
why
across
is
the
that
street,
shit
too.
not right by my door?
Because
like,
it all
why
has to
do
be
I have
on one
to-
side for the mailman.
I hate it. I hate it.
But listen, Josh, like I said, $1 million idea. You put those in mailboxes. Then all of a sudden, all you got to do is press a button. It just shoots it from your mailbox right into like your kitchen or something.
Like through a window or something?
No. Like you dig like a tunnel underneath and like up into your house. Tell me that's not a fantastic idea.
That's not $1 million idea. That's a
that's
$1
$1 billion idea. You're right.
World-changing idea. That is world-changing, Gotti. That's not just, hey, let's put a prototype together. let's
listen. The technology's already there. So like I just need somebody.
We just got to implement it globally.
Like, oh, Costco got them for receipts.
They're one step ahead of you. Costco's goated, bro.
We don't have a Costco.
I used to go because my mom used to like run booster club stuff for football, and they had a membership there, so I'd go with her to get Gatorade and stuff. I'm like looking at everything. I'm like, oh my god, why don't we go here?
I don't think we have a Costco.
You got Sam's Club probably.
No, I mean really? I think we do. I think we do. It's just not like really near me. Believe it or not, listen, we'll have a chuckle out of it. Maybe we got a BJ's. We got a BJ's, which is basically the exact same thing. A wholesale store.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of places like that.
$400 at Costco is like $600 at like a Ralph's. See, I don't have a Ralph's either. I don't even know what Ralph's is.
I don't even no clue what that is.
That's probably just a normal grocery store like out there in Cali. Because like you've never heard of Hannaford's, have you?
No.
See, that's like our grocery store.
I don't know. I mean, I think all our grocery stores are pretty. Like we got Walmart, Kroger, Aldi.
See, I don't think we have Kroger's.
Well, we don't have a Kroger.
Do you have a Stop and Shop?
No, we got
ShopRite.
Dollar Tree. We got Dollar Tree.
Yeah, ShopRite.
Nah. What else do we have?
Adams.
I don't know what else.
You got Adams?
No, we don't got none.
Really?
You know what's really confusing about my town though? Like my entire life, there's been a Russell Stover here. I've never seen a car there once, but they're open. Like they're always open. Never seen a car there once.
Wait, what establishment is it?
Russell Stover?
Never heard of it.
Ice cream place, big ice cream place.
Okay.
Very good. But
I've
never.
So do you guys not have like Baskin Robbins?
No, we don't have. I mean, we got like a Dunkin'. We got
Do you have a
Starbucks?
Do you have a Publix?
No, that's I think the closest one to me is like
Publix to me. See, we don't have a Publix here, but when I go down to the condo, I'm at Publix often. Because let me tell you something, a chicken tender sub from Publix, just absolutely fat. My boy Kyle put me onto it. Unbelievable. Just simply unbelievable. That's a front for the mob, my friend. So, you know what else
That's what I'm saying.
You know what else is?
I've always been worried to go in
there.
there.
Mattress store. There's like 100, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's like mattress something.
But it's crazy, though, because I've met people that work there. And I'm like, what do you do? And they're like, what do you mean? We serve people. I'm like, no one goes there. Like,
never seen a car there.
Goes
to Christmas past, maybe.
I'm thinking most likely they do like a lot of like semi trucks come in. You know, they do a lot of large wholesale orders and stuff. But still, like a brick and mortar place, just sitting there. Like they got like a counter with ice cream and everything. What up, CJ?
CJ, what's going on? No, listen, perfect timing that CJ's in here because let's transition, Josh, right into the Monday Night Football preview / prediction. And Gordon got robbed. Oh, that's the person who fought Patty. Okay. But it took me a second. Oh, absolutely. We were just talking about that, CJ. No shot that he won that Patty won that fight. And I love Patty. Big Patty the Patty.
On Twitter they're talking about I think Terrence McKinley said he wants Patty next. That'd be a fight I'd like to see.
I'll see. Listen, I'll watch Patty whenever. Entertaining guy. Lost the fight though. You know, you don't win every single fight.
It amazes me his body change. Like I don't see a fighter change that.
Because like now the fight's over, he's gonna start dogging burgers and pizza.
Yeah.
I also have to show you. I have to pull up her TikTok one day. Bro, there's this girl that like will randomly pop up on my For You page on TikTok. who has like a Baconator every like Friday or something and like just eats burgers all the time. I've never seen a human dog a burger like that. Like she be attacking burgers. She has a burger holder. It's a little rubber thing that goes in around the burger to hold it. It's unbelievable.
Really? Like it's a stick or something?
No. It's like literally just like a little. It looks like a U, and you put the burger inside of it to like hold it.
Like a hot pocket?
It's literally. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna find it right now.
How do you hold the thing that's holding the burger though?
Look. Hold on. Ready? It's called Burger Buddy. Apparently.
Burger Buddy.
Look, I'm gonna share my screen right now, real quick. If you're listening to the podcast, go look up Burger Buddy. Look, this is it right here. Oh, whoa.
That is interesting.
Just be dogging burgers.
So that's just like you don't get your fingers greasy or something?
Apparently.
So it doesn't look like it'd catch anything that fall off.
No. I don't think it's for catching. I think it's for more of like, don't want to get the fingers dirty.
Keep your fingers clean.
Yeah, keep the mitts clean. Anyway, listen, CJ's here, so perfect time getting to Monday Night Football because obviously both big Pats fans here. They're taking on the Cardinals, 4-8. Pats are 6-6. It's in Arizona, a place where the Patriots have lost the Super Bowl. They also won one as well. So got some memories in that building, and they're taking on the Cardinals. Kyler Murray's healthy, so he's going to play. They're not going to have Jacoby Myers tonight for the Pats. So that's a loss because that's probably our best receiver, which makes me sick to my stomach to say. But
Nelson Aguilar game.
Nelson Aguilar, maybe a little more Tyquan Thornton. Kendrick Bourne. Listen, maybe if he's allowed to actually play, he's in that Matt Patricia doghouse. Shut up. But listen, I'm a little nervous, and I'm not because the Cardinals aren't very good. Obviously, they're 4-8. You know what? Before I get into that, James kind of need to get under 20 fantasy points tonight, Josh. Here's both Josh's and everybody else in here. So I will be the number 1 seed in my ESPN league for $500 if I win this week. I'm up 3 points right now, and the person is done. But I have Ramondre Stevenson. Do I play Ramondre or do I just sit him out? Now, here's my thing, and it's an irrational fear because I don't think a stat correction is not going to lose me 3 points or gain him 3 points. Like stat corrections are usually for like 0.5. So should I just sit Ramondre and like just not take the risk at all? Or do I just play him and see how many points I can put up this week?
What's the score between?
I'm up 3 points.
And he has no one left?
There's nobody else left to play.
Why wouldn't you just play Ramondre?
Because what happens, listen, what if first play
of the negative game, points?
Bro, first play of the game, they try a handoff. He gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage, starts running backwards, fumbles the ball, negative 3 points.
You're overthinking it. But I've only had one player get me negative points this year, and that was Kyle Allen a couple weeks ago. I think you're overthinking it.
Ram fumbled twice.
I think you're overthinking it.
He's
not Melvin Gordon.
I'm just saying, I just saw somebody like 2 weeks ago lose by 0.5 because the first play of the game, actually it was the Cardinals. It was Rondale Moore. He fumbled, got negative 0.2 points or something like that because it was the catch but the fumble, and lost the game because of it.
I mean,
listen, I don't think negative 3 points happens.
That's a lot of You got to fumble like 5 times.
No, here's what I'm saying. Listen, you get it's 0.1 for every rush yard. So negative 10 rush yards and a fumble, that's 3 points.
You think there's if you had to what percent chance does Ramondre Stevenson finish tonight with negative 10 and a fumble?
Listen, anything. What if first play of the game they try a run, he gets stuffed at the line?
The Cardinals' defense is solid.
Hold on, Josh.
Their front seven's okay.
Real quick, just stuffed at the line, tries to make the play, starts running backwards, gets tackled, fumbles the ball, hurts his knee out for the rest of the game.
I think just bench him. Just bench him. You're overthinking it. Don't even.
I'm gonna play him, and if I lose, it's your fault.
I just said bench him, so it is not.
Nope. But you're making me feel bad.
Bench him. Bench him or you'll regret it.
Okay.
See, both Joshes are telling you, bench him or you'll regret it.
No. He said set him and forget it.
Oh, I thought you said sit.
Maybe he meant sit and he typed set, but just saying. Listen, Pat's got to win this game because shout out to my second favorite team, the Chargers. They beat Miami, which means the Chargers are now the number 7 seed, which knocked the Jets out, who we have 2 wins over. So if the Patriots win this game, they would be the 7th seed instead of the Chargers. Chargers would drop down to 8, Jets would drop down to 9. So I'm going to need the Pats to win this game, and I think they do, mainly because I just don't think the Cardinals are very good. Now, are we very good on offense? Absolutely not. Does Bill struggle against mobile quarterbacks? Yeah, he does. So is this, 2 bad omens being set up for me right off the bat? Yeah, pretty much. But I think we'll be all right. I think the Pats find a way. Maybe they pressure Kyler a lot. You double covered D-Hop. You make somebody else beat you now. Can Hollywood Brown beat you? Absolutely. But I will take my risk with Hollywood over DeAndre Hopkins. It's one of those situations, like I always say. I can live with giving up 200 yards and 2 touchdowns to, let's see, I don't know, like MVS on the Chiefs. But if Travis Kelce puts up 202 touchdowns, I'm not going to sleep. I should be fired immediately.
What happened to Mike Evans?
Bro, I think age just I think that
he
cliff
had
came.
0 points for me.
Well, he should have had a touchdown and about 55 yards on the first play, but the same tackle that ruined my parlay last week because I had Godwin anytime touchdown score as the last leg of my parlay, and he scores the touchdown, and all of a sudden he gets called back because this man has the most holding penalties in the NFL. Did it again.
Tough.
So, but yeah, I think this game screams like 2017, maybe an interception. Gets the Patriots good field position or good return on a punt or a kickoff. Something like that. Maybe they win the coin toss, defer. They stop them at half. They kick a field goal at halftime, and the Patriots get the ball back, and they do that whole double up thing that they've always been doing since I've been a Patriot fan, basically. I think it's about a 20-17 game especially because I think if the Cardinals score over 20 points, the Patriots lose because the Patriots just can't score. Not very good scoring.
I feel the same way about it. I think it's going to be a field goal fest, 17-13, like 1 touchdown apiece, the rest are field goals, something like that. Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know, probably will not be tuning into too much of this game.
Oh, no. See, I'm locked in.
I've been watching Clickbait on Netflix. You ever watch that?
I've never even heard of it.
Vinny Chase from Entourage, he's in it. It's very good. I've heard the ending is crazy and you can't even predict it, so that's why I'm watching it. Okay. So far, I think the wife did it.
Did you ever watch Terminal List?
I did. Loved it.
Oh, what a show.
Hated the ending. I was like, man,
yeah,
it's Tim Riggins.
It's one of those.
You ever watch Friday Night Lights?
No.
The movie or TV show?
No.
God.
Heard great things.
I'm jealous of all the movies you haven't seen. I wish I could have not seen them.
I just don't have. I really just don't have the attention span.
Did you ever watch The Departed like I told you to?
No.
God.
In fact, I forgot you even told me to watch it. I don't even know what that is.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg.
Definitely did not watch.
It's a mob movie, Mafia.
Listen, I just have a very bad attention span. And unless I get sucked into something,
that movie will.
Never saw.
That's what I'm saying, CJ. This man has seen nothing in his life.
Listen, there's plenty of childhood Disney movies I've never even seen, bro. To this very day,
anything, CJ.
Bro. To this very day, I still have not seen the animated Lion King.
Seen what?
I still haven't seen the animated Lion King, like the OG. Never seen the full movie.
How did you grow up? How are we friends? You haven't seen anything that's like.
What was I? Well, you know what I was a big fan of when I was a kid. Did you ever watch the There Goes That Fire Truck DVDs with the guy and the girl?
What the hell is that?
Oh,
There goes that fire truck.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't seen Lion King. You're kidding me, right?
Bro,
there goes that fire truck.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
What is that?
Hold on. What
there goes that fire truck.
I was like, there goes that fire truck. There was Monster Truck as well.
There go that man in the fire truck.
Oh, I was big fans of those. What did I watch as it? I don't know. I watched a lot of cartoons.
You ever seen Interstellar?
I have seen Interstellar.
Do you like that movie? Inception? You seen Inception?
I've seen Inception. In fact,
you're a Christopher Nolan fan.
I just rewatched Inception like 2 months ago because I'd only seen it once, and it was like when it first came out, so I was like 10. I was like, I don't understand this. Let me go back and
I watched it for the first time like a month ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Martian? I like The Martian.
Love The Martian. Love that.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
You're a Christopher Nolan fan, which I respect.
Like, listen, I'm sure I would enjoy all of these things. It's
you
just,
would.
it's never the fact that like I don't want to watch it. It's just the final commitment of doing it.
You got what happened when you started Game of Thrones? 1 week later, boom.
No, of course, but that's also because I wanted so many people to die.
I've been telling you to watch The Boys for 3 years now. It feels like.
That's another one I got to see eventually.
I want to make a list for you.
Listen, make a list.
I'm gonna make a list for you of just must-see movies that you're insane that you haven't watched.
Yeah, you make.
We're out here watching There Go That Fire Truck. That's insane.
Oh, listen, there was a banger back in the day.
That's insane.
There goes that monster truck. Oh,
what'd you say?
There goes that monster truck.
So it's just a whole. That's why, because there's just a whole series of.
Bro.
You have seen every vehicle go. Every vehicle is.
Listen,
gone.
they would like break it down and like. Show. I was like 7, bro. I was like 7. What did you want me to watch? The news?
No, it's just crazy that we're talking about all these movies, and the first thing that pops up in your head is "There goes that fire truck."
I don't think. Listen, my brothers have probably seen everything, but like we were never a movie. Like we didn't have like family movie nights and things.
I mean, we didn't really. I mean, there were sometimes we'd watch a new movie if it just came out, but we weren't either. We're both 22. Like, there's time. You've had time.
Listen, CJ, there goes that monster truck over Lion King. Absolutely, it was a banger. It was an absolute.
We've seen Finding Nemo, though, right? Finding Nemo.
I have several hundred times.
Okay, good. That's why you keep rewatching that. It's okay.
I've seen that a bunch. Well, I've seen Toy Story, all of the Toy Stories like 100 times.
Monsters Inc.
I've seen Monsters Inc.
Coco. You seen the new ones?
Nope. Haven't seen Coco. I haven't seen what's
Luca?
the other? What?
Luca, Moana.
Nope.
Frozen.
I saw the first Frozen, not the second one.
I haven't seen the second.
I don't think I ever watched Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my god!
Wow, what are the odds that he just said? What are the odds? No, I don't think I watched Lilo and Stitch either. See, but here's my other problem. I feel like at this point I'm too. I feel like at this point I'm too old to go back and watch it.
It's crazy.
Like I feel like my time has been missed. So like maybe when I had kids.
You hadn't seen Friday Night Lights, you said?
No.
We Are the Titans?
I've seen that. We've seen We Are the Titans several times.
Remember, what is it?
No, isn't it Remember the Titans?
No, We Are Marshall. We Are. I got it mixed up. We Are Marshall.
I've seen Remember the Titans and We Are Marshall several times.
I got it mixed up. Okay, at least you've seen some of them. If you hadn't seen any of those.
Oh, no.
He Got Game?
What?
He Got Game?
Nope.
Ray Allen and Denzel Washington?
I haven't seen it.
You're kidding me. Crazy.
Anything else? Anything?
I mean, there's just so many. I don't even know. I don't want to ask anymore. I'm getting worried.
No, I mean, listen, I got to figure all these out, so I got to go back and watch.
Did you see the trailer for your father's movie? He's making a movie about old ladies going to see him in the Super Bowl.
No, I did not.
It looks so bad.
I'm sure it is.
Looks terrible.
Nah, bro.
You got to watch the series first. Actually, not movie first.
I thought the movie came out first.
It did, but the series is better. Coach Taylor, you kidding me?
Listen, I'll see what I can do.
Chris Pratt's best friend in Terminalist. He's a fullback with a neck pad, just trucking everybody. It's the best.
Seen Sandlot several times.
Sandlot, goated movie. You've probably seen all the baseball movies.
I wouldn't say. Major League, I've seen.
Great movie.
A bunch
Basketball?
of times. I haven't seen that.
That's a hilarious movie.
I've heard
young Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, what's his name? Vince Howard? Howard?
Really?
Yeah, he's a quarterback. He's a quarterback. East Dillon.
Okay. Listen.
You gotta see it.
I was more of a Nickelodeon.
It's also, the series is crazy because they're in high school, but it's like the craziest shit you'd ever see happen. It's like Euphoria, kind of, with how crazy shit is in high school. Less drugs, though. More football and just craziness for you.
I was just really big into like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. Josh, is your phone still a potato?
Yeah, dude. This little pink thing. It's still a potato. I'm just cheap, man. I
have seen Field of Dreams. Actually, no, I've seen like half of Field of Dreams. I don't think I've ever.
So you don't even finish movies. How do you see half a movie?
Because listen, like it'll be on TV, not like streaming it. So like if it's on, I'll like flip. Oh look, this is on. Maybe I'll watch a little bit of it.
We're in the holidays. What Christmas movie have you seen?
All of them. I'm a big Christmas. Was The Grinch, unbelievable. Polar Express, my personal favorite.
I love Polar Express.
Love the Polar Express.
4 Christmases?
I don't think so.
Vince Vaughn?
I feel like that's like the one I haven't. But I've
John Favreau's in it, and he's like jacked.
What's the other one? Also, Christmas Vacation. Absolutely love it. That scene where he's up in the attic and gets hit in the head with the board because he steps on it. I used to rewatch that like 850 times.
What's the movie? Unaccompanied Minors? What's that?
I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called.
All the Home Alone movies, Elf, Rudolph, like the claymation classic.
Oh yeah.
Big holiday movie guy.
That's good. Need you to get into other movies though.
Die Hard, Amazing Xmas movie.
Very good Christmas movie.
Haven't seen it.
Of course you haven't. Didn't even that one. I'm not too shocked about.
I haven't seen it. Listen, I literally just watched Goodfellas like 3 months ago.
It's crazy. At least you got a lot of movies to see. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Another movie that I got halfway through, haven't finished. Actually, not even half. Probably like 35 minutes in. Godfather. Just started it.
Crazy. What about Scarface?
Haven't seen it.
Yeah. Say hello.
I know all the popular scenes. I just haven't seen the lead up to it. Rudolph Claymation is a classic. Mm-hmm. If you don't watch that once a year, you're not even a person, in my eyes.
Yeah.
You deserve nothing. Like, how have you not seen Die Hard? That's crap. That's not.
What I'm saying. He hasn't seen anything.
I don't think anybody in my family is really movie people.
Crazy.
I have a very strict. Listen, I have a very strict schedule.
Friday. You see Friday?
No.
Next Friday?
Nope.
Friday after next?
Nope. Jesus. I just know Doom. I know that though.
Don't Be a Menace in South Central. He hasn't seen any movies in any genre ever.
I have a very strict schedule. I wake up at 12.
And if there's a vehicle going somewhere, you know Connie's watching.
Bro, I love how you hold that over me as if I wasn't 7. Like you act like I was watching these at the age of 15.
You thought of. There go that fire truck.
Because it's a vivid memory in my head. I still can vividly remember a scene, and there goes that monster truck, I believe it is, where at the end he pushes her down into the mud.
I need a series of articles of just your synopsis on all those movies.
Listen, I'll quote them.
Break them down.
Maybe I'll watch some movies you watch. There goes that fire truck. Okay.
I will. If you watch stuff of the movies, I'll put on a link.
Jimmy Neutron, Timmy Turner mashup? Hell yeah.
So good.
See, that's my expertise though. You talk about cartoons. I'm there.
So your expertise is kids stuff. Because you haven't seen anything since. You just, when you got to the age where you were too old to watch cartoons.
Because that's when I started to get into sports, and that took over.
So when you got to the age where it was like, I'm too old to watch cartoons, you were like, guess I can't watch anything ever again.
No, at that age, I was like, damn, I'm just going to start watching sports 24/7.
Crazy.
Like high school and like middle school, that's when I was in love with like the OG Sports Nation with like Michelle Beadle, Marcellus Wiley, Max Kellerman. Like
that show was fire.
That was the OG Sports Nation was so
many good
segments. So good.
It was the best. Yeah, that was fun.
So, I mean, I used to watch that all the time. I used to be a big fan. What were like the sports shows? Like I used to actually like First Take. And now
Skip said to Shannon?
Bro, I thought Shannon was
should have. He really should have.
He said, "You're jealous." He said, "I'm in the Hall of Fame." He said, "I'm better than you." Nah. I haven't seen any given Sunday.
Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx. I'm pretty sure
Longest Yard a lot.
I'm pretty sure Lawrence Taylor's in there.
I've seen The Longest
Yard.
I
used to listen to that speech that Al Pacino gives in that movie before every football game, just to get me hyped.
Listen, all I know is Cheeseburger Eddie, caretaker.
Cheeseburger Eddie, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm putting a list together. CJ, think of some movies too that he needs to see.
Yeah, the whole fam can come together and write a movie list now.
Yeah, because you got
maybe by 2027 I'll have it.
I don't even care about The Boys anymore. You need to see these movies.
Like I said, it's not the fact that I don't want to. It's just.
But you watch baseball, so you can't tell me you just get bored.
But I don't know what. Like I don't.
That's the point of the movie, that you find out.
That's the point of the movie. See, and here's my other thing with movies. It takes so long for something to finally happen. Like even in movies, I've seen The Princess Bride several times. Shout out Andre the Giant.
That makes sense.
Actually, the first time I watched that was in like 6th grade, believe it or not. I don't know why. We had like a movie night or a movie day.
Lizzie McGuire movie?
No.
That's a goat movie too.
A lot of Disney. Lucky the Irish from Disney Channel. I mean, come on,
fire!
Great one.
Absolutely. Blue Chips? Probably not.
What?
No, you haven't seen Blue Chips, sorry.
No, I have not.
Shaq, man, Shaq and Penny. That's how Shaq knew he wanted the Magic to get Penny, because on that set, Penny was giving him the best passes he ever had.
Hey, listen, whatever. Listen, we got to move on. We've done enough time on this.
I don't think we do. I want to keep being shocked at how many movies you've not seen.
Listen, you could probably name a lot that I just simply have not seen, including like kids, I'm gonna be real, like all animated kids movies I've probably not seen.
Crazy.
Like I don't think I ever watched Bambi. I don't think I ever watched. What's the one?
Now I feel like I don't have a life that I've seen all these movies. Like I feel like you've been doing so many fun things. That's why you haven't watched them. And I'm like, I've seen all these movies.
I mean, like, that's the other thing. Like, I got into Xbox at a young age, so I was always on with my friends.
Another movie you watch, Prisoners.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, fire.
What's the one with like the dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon?
No, I haven't seen that either though. But
really, okay.
What
dragon?
It's the Asian lady, the animated one. There's some dragon in it, I think. Mulan.
I know that. You haven't seen Mulan?
No.
You just said dragon. No, it's not.
Isn't there a dragon in it?
There is a dragon in it. Yeah.
Okay, listen. There you go.
You haven't seen Mulan? Aladdin?
I don't know. I don't remember it, so probably not. I've seen Shrek. I mean, how do you not see Shrek, right?
Yeah, right. How do you just not
seen Shrek several times?
In order, must see. Third Shrek, second Longest Yard, first. There go that fire truck.
Listen, Listen.
Rush Hour?
Jackie Chan Adventures? Never even heard of it.
Really? That was a fire animated show.
Never even heard of it.
What about Rush Hour?
Nope.
My friends, we can move on.
My friends love
Rush
Hour. My friends love Rush Hour. They were very excited to find out that the fourth one is being filmed.
We can move on.
Here's my other problem. There's so many streaming services too. Like I don't even know where to find everything.
How have you not seen Rush Hour?
How many times do we have to go over that I just don't watch movies?
No, but there's some that it's just like
at this point in my life, if it's not Marvel or Star Wars, I'm not watching it.
So like when you were a kid and you go to your friend's house, a bunch of friends over, staying the night. Like, what'd you guys watch? You just watch sports the whole time?
No, we would play Xbox.
Jesus.
Like, I don't think I ever slept over somebody's house and we watched movies. Like, that wasn't the thing. We would play Xbox. In fact,
The Hangover. You've seen The Hangover?
Oh, several times. Love The Hangover.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them actually. Actually, I don't think I saw the last one. I've seen the first two. I know. But I mean,
third one's there.
I was going to say, after, 2 Hangover movies, what else do you really need?
Yeah.
They should have just stopped it at one, in my opinion.
I'll give you a spoiler, though. They lose Doug again.
Of course they do. Due Date. I've seen Due Date.
That's a good movie.
He said, Zach Galifianakis has a line that always makes you laugh. Oh, Dad, you were like a father to me.
Yeah.
Every time. It's a good one. All right, moving on. I don't care. I'm done. I'm not answering any more questions. NFC South, it's a mess right now. Your Panthers are 4-4 since Steve Wilkes took over. The Bucs are terrible. They just got blown out by the 49ers and Mr. What is it, Brock Purdy, right? I still give it to the Bucs, I guess, just because it's that been there, done that type of situation. Like, that's the only reason I would. And it's still, listen, you say it's still Brady and it's still the Bucs, but obviously they haven't been playing like that. But I still do think against those lower level teams they'll be able to win. And I think their last few games, they play the Falcons. So Desmond Ridder is we don't even know where he is because they have bench Marcus Mariota. It looks like they actually might put him on IR, I believe, as well. I thought I saw that today. That actually, one more thing going back. I was really into wrestling too. So I never watched movies.
I was too. I was a huge WWE.
I was there. 8:00 Raw every time. So whatever. But yeah, Marcus Mariota might go on IR, but they're not starting him anyway. So I mean, do you think that they can win that game? Yeah, I would imagine they would be able to win that game. They play the Panthers again. Now they lost to the Panthers earlier in the season. That was in Carolina, was it?
Yeah, I was home.
Yeah, so I mean, they get them, in Tampa. They have to play the Bengals this week. They play the Cardinals next week. Listen, the Cardinals just haven't been very good, if we're being honest.
They've been better than Tampa.
Are they, though?
Absolutely better.
They're 4-8.
Tampa's record does not speak to how terrible they've been. And they have a below 500 record. And they are still they're so bad. So bad.
I don't see. I mean, I guess the offensive line really is that big problem.
Obviously, has also been very bad.
See, bad. I don't think he's been bad. The 49er game, he was bad. I mean, the 2 interceptions, obviously, you can't do.
For him, for Tom Brady standards, he's been.
Yeah. But I think, listen, the fact that, there's basically no time to throw, and I'll be real too. I don't know what happened to the wide receivers.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody just got a step slower at the exact same time. I know Godwin's coming off the injury, but I feel like he just doesn't have that explosiveness anymore. And maybe it is because of the injury. You never know. Mike Evans, I don't see the separation. And if you do, it's 2 or 3 plays in a game. It's not that oh, look, he's wide open or, he has 2 yards of separation. It's okay, contested catch. And that's the other thing too. They have no run game. It does not exist. With White, it's not good. With Fournette, it's not good. And obviously, I mean, I think a lot of people, including me, going into the season, were yeah, they lost those 3 offensive linemen. but it's still Brady, and they've been there the last 2 years, and they're bringing back the same offensive weapons. So they'll be able to compensate for that. They haven't. Like, they can't run the ball, which can't set up play action, which can't set up the passing game. And listen, when the offensive line is compromised, and then all of a sudden that they're passing every play because they can't run the ball, what else are you going to do? You drop back into coverage, and you only have to rush really 4 or maybe even sometimes 3 and drop everybody else back into coverage because the offensive line is that bad. Like, Wirfs is out. Jensen's still not there. They lost Kappa. They lost who's the other one? Who's the one that went to the Bengals? Because one went to the Bengals, and then one retired. And like the three.
I thought he came. I took out Austin Corbett.
Who?
No, that he's not from them.
I know the left guard, right guard, and center are not there because Jensen's hurt. One retired, and then one went to the Bengals.
Wirfs is Marpet? Did he go to the Bengals?
Marpet, yes. Is he the one that retired? Or?
No, I think the one. I don't think he's the one that retired.
You know what? You know what's going to fix this? A simple Google search. Ali Marpet is. Oh, he did retire.
He did?
Yeah, so he's the one that retired. So he retires. Kappa, I believe, went to the Bengals. And then Jensen's not there. So that's your 3 up the middle. Plus, Wirfs isn't there because he's hurt. So now you're missing your tackle on, I believe that's Brady's blind side as well. I believe he's the right tackle. And then your left tackle is Mr. Holding penalty. Like, I think he has the most holding penalties in the NFL. Not this year, but like I thought it was like since 2017 or something like that. Something crazy. So you can't run the ball. Everybody knows you're going to pass, and you can't protect. Like, I guess it's one thing if you're the Bengals, which is kind of weird to say, because now their offensive line is actually playing pretty good because it's later into the season, and people listen. Offensive lines takes time to gel. It's a lot of communications, a lot of if I touch you on the shoulder, that means I'm going this way. If I touch you on the side titty, I'm going this way. It's a lot of that stuff, but it's different for the Bengals where they can actually protect Burrow now, and everybody knows you're going to pass, but you have the protection and you have Chase who has separation all the time. You have Boyd who's good. You have Higgins that's very good, and you can run the ball with Mixon. Like, all that makes the difference. Like, yeah, we know you're going to pass because you have all these weapons, but guess what? We can still actually protect you, so it doesn't matter. When we have to throw the ball 55 times because we can't run and the offensive line is bad, like, what do you expect? Like, I don't know what quarterback in general does good with that, because that's the other thing I hate. And it's not only with Brady. I hate it when they say it about any quarterback. It is literally the dumbest thing that I think everybody says about quarterbacks. Quarterbacks hate pressure up the middle. Oh,
probably.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I never knew that if you had a 300-pound defensive tackle in your lap every play, you wouldn't be that good. Now, it is groundbreaking news to me that nobody wants pressure up the middle as a quarterback. Thank you for your analysis. Please sign another $1 million check to be on ESPN. Like, that's the dumbest thing.
Thanks, Otto.
I think I would still give the South to the Bucks. I think it'll be like 8-9, 9-8, if whatever. But it's just, and then listen, they're a one and done. Like, they're not doing anything in the playoffs either. I mean, maybe unless all of a sudden, like, playoff Tom shows up and they go crazy and Mike Evans, regains some. I don't know. Maybe if Jensen comes back, does that change really that much? Hopefully for their sake, but I think it's a one, because I think right now that they would play the Cowboys. Like, yeah, because they would be the 4 and the Cowboys would be the 5. Like, yeah. What are they going to do? Listen, they beat them opening day, and they're different teams. We thought the Bucs were still going to be good opening week, and we thought the Cowboys were going to be, mid at best because they had lost a lot of pieces. Now the Bucs are terrible. The Cowboys have a top 5 defense, and the offense looks pretty good. So completely different teams, completely different directions. I think this is Brady's last year in Tampa. If he does want to keep playing, I think he tries his hardest to go to the 49ers, the team that just mollywopped him. Or, hey, listen.
It's going to be a Raider.
I was going to say that too, If maybe he wants to go be a Raider, team back up with Daniels, I think it's only like
Devontae?
5. What?
Him and Devontae and Waller?
Him and Devontae Renfro would be his little Edelman. Like, it's literally the Patriots of the West. So,
right.
Yeah,
Daniels. But I think I disagree. I think the Bucs are dead. I didn't come into this season, not even a couple weeks ago, Matt Rule gets fired, CMC's gone, Robbie's gone, Baker gets cut. Doesn't really look like anything, but I kind of want a playoff game now. Like I wanted CJ or Bryce Young and all that, but I do think the Panthers are the better team. I think we're better than the Bucs. I think our schedule, I haven't looked at it all. We got the Steelers this week. They got the Bengals.
Should be a win-loss.
We got the Lions week 16.
Is it where is it, home or away?
These are both home for us. And then week 17 we play the Bucs. And then week 18 we play the Saints, they play the Falcons. So I think we beat the Steelers. Lions gonna be a tough game. I could see the Lions beating us. It just depends on what Jared Goff shows up that day. And then I think we sweep the Bucs. I think we sweep the Bucs. I think we beat them twice. I think our secondary is just way too good. Our defense is just way too good for that offense. Like all the problems you just listed for them, we're gonna kill them the same way we did the first game. And then I think we beat I think we run the table. I do think we can. Sam Darnold has looked good. Clayton's been in my ear about how good he is. I'm not gonna do that to myself again. Get back on the Sam Darnold train. Will not do that again. If I'm putting my belief in any Panthers quarterback, it's Matt Corral, and I can't even do that. So I think we're gonna win. I think the Bucs, they're kind of remind me of kind of like the Lakers last year. They're just old, man. They're old. They're beat up. Like you were saying, Godwin kind of has an excuse why he should be, a step slower than we normally see him. But he looks like the fastest, most athletic receiver on the field, and he's the one that should be this little bit slower because of the injury. But he's been the one getting all the targets and getting all the plays. So I think they're dead personally. Obviously, it's Tom Brady. You can never count him out. But I think we're going to go at least 3-1 the rest of the season. I think we're going to get a home playoff game.
So you prefer the playoff game over a higher draft pick?
I don't think the draft pick's going to – I think our draft pick is going to be where it is. I don't think we're going to land CJ or Bryce Young. I think we're going to – it's Anthony Richardson, Will Levi, or a defender or somebody. I don't think we're going to hit a home run pick, even if we –
You want to go Malik Hooker?
Huh?
Malik Hooker?
Malik Hooker, Spencer Rattler, I'd like more. Always been a Spencer Rattler guy. But, who knows? Honestly, if we don't get CJ or Bryce Young, I'd rather give Matt Corral a shot next year. I mean, we traded up to get him. He hasn't even got a shot.
What round was that?
Huh?
What round did you guys get him?
I think third or fourth. We traded up.
So yeah, that's a valuable pick.
Yeah, so I think he at least deserves a shot. If we get a Bryce Young, CJ, he's never going to get it. And Darnold's played good these past couple of games. Who knows? Maybe he comes back. But I'd like to see Corral next year. But to answer your question, yes, I would 100% rather have a home playoff game than, even if we're one and done. If we get just blown out by whoever we play, I'd rather have a playoff game than what would probably be like a 6th pick maybe.
Damn, did Mike Leach actually die?
No, really. I knew about the
heart attack. I saw that it was not good.
Yeah, it was critical condition.
Damn, bro.
Did he?
I don't know. I'm going to look on Twitter right now. Let's see.
He said he did.
It does? It's on Twitter?
He said he did. Damn, rest in
peace. That's
peace,
crazy, bro.
Rest in peace. That sucks.
Man, is that the first time? Not the first time ever, but because he's the coach. Mm-hmm. I can't think of another time in season a coach has died.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Flip Saunders was the coach when he passed. So
I mean, listen, I'm not the college guy, but I mean, you see the interviews of him; he was fun.
He was in Friday Night Lights too. He had a cameo in the
It's
series.
I know Christian had talked about that earlier. If I can find that comments, oh, there we go. Coach Lee's cameo on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. That's tough. I saw something that like he was having trouble sleeping and then went to sleep, and then I guess it was just like a full cardiac arrest or something like that. But
They said they couldn't get him airlifted quick, like super quickly either, because the weather was really bad.
oh, really?
So they had to, yeah. Man,
See, this tweet 4 minutes ago says, to be clear, Mike Leach is still alive as of right now. Rumors are going around Twitter about him dying 100% false at this moment. He's alive, and RIP Coach Leach and RIP Mike Leach trends are based on inaccurate information.
So he's alive.
That was 4 minutes ago, according to David Hooksteed, whoever the hell that is.
Keep fighting, Coach. Keep fighting.
Facts. I mean, do they pull out their bowl game?
It'd be tough to play, but also, I bet the players and coaches would like to put a good performance on for him.
Yeah, you kind of think of Chuck Pagano. Remember all those years ago with the Colts, where where he got diagnosed with the cancer, and I think it wasn't his first year too as a head coach. I think it was.
Because
Bruce Arians took over. Yup, and they like left the light on the entire year in his office, and they like went on like a 7-game win streak or something like that, made to the AFC Championship game, I think. It's one of those things that you never really know until I guess it happens of, do they rally around that, or the emotion's so high they can't handle it. So yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not the college person, so I guess I'm the wrong one. Josh, you would know more if they could win their game, but
I don't know who they're playing. I didn't see who. Let me check.
But yeah, crazy story. It came out like that. He's like obviously came out of nowhere. Leach a legend. I mean,
yeah, Leach is a legend for sure. For sure.
Yeah, no, crazy. I mean, because I saw it and I was like, it's weird because I saw like really early on that somebody had said it. And I was like, why is nobody else like talking about this? Oh, maybe it's fake. And then like more and more people started talking. Like I almost put it into the group chat. I was like, yo, is this like legit? But I didn't see anybody talking about it.
Playing Illinois. I think that's a winnable game. Illinois has got a really good running back, very solid defense. I think it's a winnable game though.
There you go. I defer to Josh on college anything. So
I don't see. I don't know when they play January 2nd. I think that's if it was closer to that date, I could see them pulling.
Yeah,
out.
like if they were playing Sunday.
Yeah, I could see them not playing because emotions are high. It's fresh, but because I mean I don't even so he's alive right now.
That's what the tweet says.
So I mean, yeah, we'll see. If he recovers and he's okay, they'll play. But we'll just have to see. What happens. I don't see them pulling out. I see them playing that game, trying to win it for them.
Yeah,
because it's a winnable game. Illinois is a solid squad, but it's a very winnable
game. But we will go on. Spread, so. What was that?
It's a 2-point spread for Illinois. Illinois is -2, so.
Ooh, I got the hiccups. But yeah, we'll go on just real quick. What was I about to say? Because it's not on the dock, but I want to talk about it really quick because we were mentioning the NFC South, and while the Bucs just played the 49ers, Brock Purdy's a guy. Like, you hate to have like the quick reaction and everything, but I think that this is like such a simple case of like, and you also really don't think about this because sometimes I feel like the backup quarterback is very popular on a bad team where, maybe like even this year with the Patriots with Mac Jones, like the Patriots haven't been very good, obviously, but their defense is good, but not when they actually play good people. So, listen, Brock Purdy's running the scout team. So he's practicing against the 49ers defense every week. And they are the number one. I think they're the best defense in the NFL. With Bosa and Fred Warner and Greenlaw. Like, they're very, very good. and be practicing against that every single day, every single week. Like, yeah, that you when everybody was saying out of camp and like this upcoming week, like, oh yeah, we have full faith in him, we have full faith in him. Like, you understand why. And it would be different if they won that game like without him doing anything. Like McCaffrey rushed for 150 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. The Bucs just couldn't stop him. Rather have Purdy over Dak at that price. I mean, hey, I guess I'm not one start and one basically start. I won't say that yet, but hey, you never know by the end of the year. What was I about to say? I don't know. What was I saying? Like it would be different if McCaffrey had like 200 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, and the defense. I mean, they did hold him only like 7 points, so I guess I can't really say that. But like Purdy is the reason. Is besides the defense, the reason they won that game. Like that play where they should have had. Like first of all, first play of the game gets absolutely murdered, but you know we're in 2022, and it was a roughing the passer. I guess I agree with it. Led with the crown, but.
I mean, listen, I'm for protecting quarterbacks. They make the game better. We got to protect them. I saw some flags this week.
Well, the Justin Herbert one's terrible.
That one, Mike White was like going to the ground, and the defender like came over top, didn't even make contact, and the ref threw a flag.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I mean, there's just some.
Bro, speaking of Mike White, though, that man got Goldberg, Edge. Yeah. Roman Reigns.
His body left the frame, but his head didn't.
Like he got speared out of his cleats.
Yeah, twice.
Like that is the hardest clean hit I've seen in a long time. Like
perfectly legal too.
Like clean as in 2022 clean, because obviously if we're going to the 90s, that's a clean hit no matter what. You could drop kick somebody and it would have been a clean hit. But like clean hit in the NFL these days, he got absolutely just speared out of his cleats.
It annoys me a little bit though. Like when like old heads are talking and they're like, back in our day, you could hit it. Like, did you see what Troy Polamalu was doing? Like, the league became soft like not too long ago. Like people were still dying and nothing would happen.
Yeah, but like I still think it was different back then. Too,
I watched Cam Newton take some hits with no flags, bro.
No, I've seen it. No, I know what you mean. Like. I agree where like it's not I don't think it's as bad as they like now if they complain I understand. Like if you were complaining like 15 years ago, I'd be like, all right, listen, is it a little bit softer?
Even like 2012, like 2013-ish years, like still weren't as many flags. Like it was getting softer, but like you think they've been throwing these flags since 2008 the way some people
like the 80s and 90s. You could literally high-low somebody.
Oh, no, you could murder. You could, like, take off people's heads.
No, literally, you could drop kick them, and it'd be like, what a play, soldier. I'm like, is he breathing?
It's still hilarious to me anytime I see, like, really old footage when the goalpost was, like, at the goal line.
Right in front of the end zone. And, like, we're passing the ball like this.
Like, how long did it take until someone was like, what if we put it in the back? Like, how long did it take for someone to think of that?
It's like common sense did not exist back in the day. Because like I don't know if you've ever seen old clips of it too, like where the Yankees used to play, like way back. They used to have monuments in the outfield. Like they literally had the Monument Park out in Yankee Stadium with like the 7 feet tall like plaques of like what they did in their career. Literally used to be in center field. Like, so if a ball was hit to center field, you would have to run in between them or I have a great idea for a stadium. Like, who did that?
People just didn't think, man. Just didn't think.
Like, oh, yeah, let's put the goalpost right where somebody can run into it. Like, who thinks of these things?
He's crazy, dude. Crazy.
But
for what you were saying about Brock Purdy, I don't know. He's playing on the 49ers, man. It's not too hard to find success on the team. I agree he's looked really good. I mean, I started him. I started him.
That's I want to really get into that as well. You lost me there, boss. Listen, it almost worked out for you because
it's still going to work out.
But because Purdy played well, and I guess I lost. I don't even know what league that was in. Then I went and looked, and I had like 2 people in my lineup that were out anyway. Like,
Yeah.
and the dude I played put up like 140, so like I wasn't gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
But like,
here was my thought
Purdy
process.
first start against a top 5 scoring defense versus Trevor Lawrence playing the Titans.
Connie, the Jets are kind of good this year. So are the Giants. The Lions might be a playoff team.
No, they're not. The Jets have a very good defense.
And the Titans. And the Titans have a solid defense, too. Don't they kind of own the Jags?
Well, Derrick Henry owns the Jags. Speaking of Derrick
Evan Ingram had like 91 yards in 3 teams.
Speaking of Derrick Henry, did you see that man get absolutely rocked?
Decleated, bro, in the air. Never seen Derrick Henry get hit like that.
This man got launched like he was what he usually does to people.
He
like he turned around into a hit stick.
He had 98 yards in the first quarter. Only had 2 rushing yards second half.
Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
And I'm pretty sure he had like 4 straight games of 200 yards plus against the Jags.
Also, 48% of his career yards are against the NFC South.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. But the reason I started Brock Purdy, I saw, Trevor Lawrence against the Titans defense. I was like, okay, he could have a game. I just took a shot on a guy because I wanted to take a shot on a guy. And I also think the Bucs stink. So I get they have a very good defense. I get that. But that secondary was getting cooked. You see the
Kyler's down already.
Kyler is? Oh, wait. I'm already in the playoffs. I don't need. Is he hurt?
Oh, that's not good.
You kidding me?
He took a step, changed the direction, and just dipped to the ground. What did he grab for? Did he grab for anything?
Or ACL or something. That's my quarterback. I need him for the playoffs. Also,
I don't know, but he's laying on the ground. He ain't coming back in. I'll tell you that.
Hope he's all right. But on the Brock Purdy thing, I think he's good. I think he played well for Mr. Irrelevant, obviously exceeding expectations.
Well, of course, anybody would.
But it's kind of hard to tell when you have Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey played really well that game. When you got an offense like that, it's.
See, I agree with you. I agree with you. But at the same time, I think there's plays in there that I look at and I'm like, I don't know if some people are making that.
Like, when I say that about Zach Wilson, I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Because I haven't seen Zach Wilson do anything impressive.
I have watched.
I'm telling you, I've seen more Zach Wilson than
NFL games. No plays at all.
Maybe like 5.
You've seen Brock Purdy for a game.
And it already looks better than Zach Wilson.
Because he's in San Francisco. You think Zach Wilson would just have nothing in San Francisco?
I mean, hey, they probably wouldn't even let him start. They'd probably hate him, just like the Jets do.
I'm not against you, though. I think he can be.
Like that play where it looked like he was going to get sacked, and he basically did a swim move, past the defender, and then threw a dot. That throw to McCaffrey was
on the money.
Dot. The throw to that's the other thing too. Like you can see how much they trust him because what quarterback in their first start, you're up 21-7 going into half, take the field goal, whatever. They throw a play downfield to Ayuk that ends up being a touchdown right before half. So they have the trust in him as well. I don't know. And he's a little bit more athletic than Jimmy is, but less than Trey, obviously. But I don't know. I think I wasn't ready to be like, oh, I don't know what they're going to be, without Jimmy. I thought it was like, oh, let's slow it down. But if he played like that, because that's the other thing too. And people, just to defend myself, if anybody wants to come at me, oh, well, you didn't say this about, Bailey Zappi. You want to see more. Because the Bailey Zappi game happened against the Lions when they were in the midst of being the worst defense in NFL history. Now the Lions have turned it around. They're giving up 20 points a game instead of 36 when Bailey Zappi played them. That's a top 5 scoring defense that they just did that to. Top 5. Listen, they beat the Dolphins last week. They didn't put up that much against the Dolphins. So, it's a legitimate defense. You got, and I know I think they were missing Winfield. And I think they were missing somebody else in the back end as well. But Devin White was still there. And, they still had Levante David still there. They still had players. It's not like the entire defense was like, oh, yeah, we're all hurt this week. So I don't know. I thought it was impressive to me. It was at minimum, it was very, very impressive. And I don't know. Me and CJ argued about this last week, and I said I wanted to see more out of Brock Purdy before I said it, and he might be right because I was saying, listen, Jimmy's coming back no matter what. Like the minute he's healthy, like they're just gonna put Jimmy back in. The 49ers like win out, and then Jimmy's all of a sudden like, oh yeah, it's divisional round. I'm ready to come back now. The doctor's cleared me. Do you play him?
If Brock Purdy like continues to be good, that's going to be the most stressful quarterback room decision
Ever.
of all time. Because
you got
Trey Lance is still on the roster. Like,
because don't you technically have 4 decisions? You have Jimmy, Trey Lance that you traded everybody for, Brock Purdy. Listen. Let's just really make it chaotic here, and Brock Purdy gets it to a Super Bowl. Maybe they even
he's a guy. Yeah.
And then you also have Brady. I would love to play in San Francisco. So
what if they're like all in a meeting room, just like stressed out, and then they're like, "You guys see the news? Tom wants to come." It's like, you gotta be shitting me now.
All right, listen, you're the GM. What do you do?
I don't think you have a choice but Trey Lance. I don't think you have a choice.
Bullshit, you don't.
You gave up all the capital.
Who cares? The Cardinals drafted Josh Rosen.
I also think
never
he fits
mind.
best in that offense. I think because when you look at all the guys on that team, we don't know how good of a thrower Lance is with the ball, but let's just say they're all pretty much in the same row throwing it. Then you're just looking for the most athletic guy, I guess, or the guy who knows the offense the best, which would be Jimmy for now. But
be like Ohio State, Cardale, JT Barrett, Terrell Pryor.
And then Dwayne Haskins showed up not too much later either after Terrell left. So.
Yeah, I don't listen. I'm a Brady fan, so I feel like I would say I would go with him because, like, I would just have that dream of like imagine Brady and Debo, and then he can hand the ball off to CMC and have Kittle there too. But then, like, I also get the Trey Lance thing because it's like you have CMC and you can do an RP. You can do
all of them are. You got CMC, so like.
Well, no, but I think it's especially with Brady and Trey Lance. Because I think Brady with the run game is damn near unbeatable. Because we see it. We've seen it. But then you get Trey Lance and it's like, oh, you're telling me that I can do no, it's not an RPO. What did they used to call it before it was RPO?
Triple. Oh wait, what do you mean?
Like when it's just the quarterback and the running back.
This is a read option.
Yes, thank you. Jesus, I couldn't think of it. Like I can do a read option with McCaffrey and Trey Lance, who's pretty athletic.
Triple option had Debo swing out. We could do.
That's what I'm saying. Or I can have Kittle there too for over the middle. Like, like all of those are very. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you can go wrong, but because you know what? You just mentioned how stressful it will be. Because like, oh, what if everybody wants to play there? Do you know how stressful it's going to be if they get it wrong? Like, what if they're like, screw it, we're going with Jimmy? And
there's a 75%. If Brady says he'll go there, there's a 75% chance you probably get it wrong. Like,
because like, but
even if they pick the worst decision, they're still Super Bowl contenders. Like if they pick the worst out of the 4, they're still Super Bowl contenders.
But like, there's so many bad options. It's like, okay, we're gonna pick Brady, and we'll sit Trey Lance behind him. And then it's like, okay, well now you're wasting a little bit of Trey Lance. And then it's like, all right, we're going to pick Jimmy, and you're going to waste Trey Lance again. All right, we're going to pick Trey Lance. Jimmy walks away. We'll have Purdy as the backup. Maybe Brady goes to the Raiders. They're unbelievable. Maybe Jimmy goes, I don't know, to the Jets. With an amazing honestly, kind of like the 49ers, a very good defense, and then, just minus the offensive pieces. But then again, when Breece Hall comes back and Garrett Wilson looks like a guy, and then what happens if Trey Lance is bad because you don't technically know like what he is.
The safest thing to do is say no to Brady, keep all 3. Injuries happen, and hey, maybe someone really wants Brock Purdy, and they're willing to give up some picks. The safest thing is to just keep those 3. Don't bring in that Brady drama.
I don't think you can keep Jimmy though unless you tell him he's going to be the starter.
He's a free agent.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
I
not
forgot
coming
about
back unless he's like, you're the guaranteed starter. So like, what if
Which
you let him walk? And
Which you can't do. You can't guarantee him a starting spot.
no, you can't. That's
Not
what I'm
with Trey
saying.
Lance.
You let him go. Trey Lance comes in. If he's good, you don't have to worry about it. What if Trey Lance is awful? Like,
Very possible.
what if he is just a bust?
He's played like one game in like 3 years.
Exactly. He's played like no. I think he's played. What is it? I thought he played like 7 games in 3 calendar years or something like that.
Yeah, because he played junior year in
Because
college.
he played his junior year,
his whole
sat out senior year, sat out his rookie year, obviously, and then he played
Yeah.
1.5 or 1.25 games this year.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
what if he's just terrible?
but that's the 3rd overall pick that you gave up capital for. You gotta give him time. Like you just have
That's
no
why
choice.
giving Zach Wilson time.
Yeah, and I still
Cardinals
hate that.
didn't give Josh Rosen time.
I hate that too. I've hated all those decisions.
Well, Josh Rosen sucks though.
No, Josh Rosen was the most disrespected, never given a shot first round quarterback I've ever seen.
I do somewhat agree with that. I will say
Him and Steve Wilkes both got disrespected that year. They just threw them to the wolves so they could get Kingsbury and Kyler. And now
I think that's what they're doing to Lovie Smith this year at the Texans.
Yeah, which is also disrespectful.
Like I think there is no way that he's. Oh wait, hold on. Are they giving me an update on Kyler right now? Hold on. Oh no. Lisa. He got carted off. First of all, which I didn't see, and then Lisa Salters just came on and said he got back to the locker room. He put the towel over his head, started sobbing.
Fuck, man. Prayers to Kyler. That sucks.
That's tough, man. Non-contact, carted off, sobbing. That, I mean, you start playing the ACL
Colt
game.
McCoy, he's in.
Yep, Colt McCoy is in. Tough. That's tough. You hate to see that because Kyler is very, very fun to watch. Oh man, I forgot that'll be on Hard Knocks too. I gotta sneeze right now. Hold on. I gotta mute the mic. God, that felt fantastic, by the way. Dab up? Okay. Anyway, we'll go on from there, though.
I used to have a hoodie of Cam. I used to have a hoodie of just a picture of Cam.
I believe you.
And it said underneath it, that quote he said, "You don't like it, don't let me in."
That will listen. Much as I, might possibly disrespect Cam Newton, love quotes like that. Like
they came over trying to push him as he was
celebrating. I do the same thing with baseball. You don't want people to pimp a home run. Don't give up a home run. Not my fault you gave him a 450-foot home run.
Exactly.
Funny that Christian brings up Jordan Love because that was actually our next topic. Apparently, Jordan Love is going to request a trade if Rodgers comes back next season. I don't blame him. Listen, I got drafted to play in the NFL. I want to play in the NFL. I've been sitting behind Rodgers for years. They're on a steady
his mouth shut, being a good backup.
Exactly. He's been a good little boy. Keeping his mouth shut, hasn't said anything, whatever. I would request a trade too. I guess, I don't know, people will look at it like, actually, I don't know people. Maybe the old heads will look at it like, this generation, just whatever. Shut up. Don't care. Didn't ask.
What's his trade value?
That's tough. I mean, you're not. What was it? Was he a first round pick, second round?
Late first, I think.
Yeah, right. He was like late first.
They traded up a couple picks.
Well, listen. At the minimum, you're not getting that back. I'd say his max. How are you a GM and you give up anything more than a third or fourth to him?
You can't because you don't know anything about what he is. You just can't.
What have you seen from him? One drive this year where he did look fantastic when he threw that ball to Christian Watson. I don't know. Yeah, like a fourth and a sixth. And then Panthers you kind of just hope that he's good.
Panthers got that. We got a few of them.
Jordan Love to the Jets. I think the Jets are going to be
Panther. He is a future Carolina Panther.
I think the Jets are going to be in on a lot of quarterbacks this year.
As they should.
I think they're going to take a look at Jimmy. Listen, would they kick the tires on Tom? Why wouldn't you?
New York?
he's killed you for years. You might as well try. I think they'll be in on Jimmy, Tom. Maybe they kick the tires on Jordan Love. Do they try and be like, hey, look, here's Zach Wilson. Can somebody give us like a second or a third?
Hey, Zach Wilson will be a Panther too. We'll take them all.
Yeah, exactly. You guys
already have
quarterbacks. But yeah, I mean, listen, I guess you give Jordan Love a chance. Why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Because here's my thing. I guess I understand, like, if you had to give him a first-round pick, like, that's not like a thing where it's like, oh, yeah, I'll just give him a chance. Like, at that point, you have to be good. Like, if I'm giving up first-round talent for you, you have to be good. And don't get me wrong, 4th, 5th-round picks are starting people in the NFL sometimes. Like, that's still starters.
That is basically what David Tepper and Scott Fitter have been doing.
That is currently the quarterback situation in Carolina. Seeing what's there.
I don't even know what to expect anymore. I like Bearded Darnold a little bit, though. Derek Brown said that him with the beard, he's actually like a more chill dude and funnier. Like, how did the beard could change people, bro? Beards could change people.
Apparently.
You get a little facial hair. I remember when I first got my mustache, I was in like 7th grade when I got my first mustache. I was a king, bro. I was a king.
He said, they can't tell me nothing right now.
Nah, don't even talk to me.
He said, I'm the big stepper right now.
Yeah. I want 2 cheeseburgers at lunch lady.
Yeah, give me that extra carton of milk.
Yeah, and I'm not paying for it. You can't have my quarters.
No. As bad as school lunch was, those cookies used to hit so hard. Because our cafeteria used to like actually make cookies.
Really?
Yeah, and then they switched to like the cheap packaged ones as I got older. Really sad.
In high school? Yeah, in high
Honestly,
school
that's the
was a
one
lot
thing I'll blame Michelle Obama on. She ruined school lunches. We had to start eating the wheat pizza and the wheat pasta instead of.
We only had the wheat pasta. Our pizza was from a local
See, we never had that.
We said Stufferia is what it's called. I used to work there a little bit.
I don't know. Tough life out here. But yeah,
releasing him, it was more of kind of he wanted to maybe San Francisco, wound up being LA. It was more of a
what a game on Thursday that was, dude. That was unbelievable. That might be the most impressive win I've seen the entire year.
Yeah.
Did you hear Kirk Herbstreit on the Kirk Herbstreit said that the announcers got to LA before Baker did.
Yeah, it wasn't like 42 hours he'd been there.
Yeah, he not. I think it was less than that. I think they said he had a Wednesday like walkthrough practice and that's it.
Where was that guy? Where has he been?
Not very good offensive minds over there. Maybe over in Carolina.
Also, what were the Raiders thinking? Press coverage, single high.
There are so many times that I look at defenses in the NFL that I'm like, I swear to God, I make better calls on Madden.
No safety help?
Like earlier in the year when Brady led that comeback against the Rams. Why are you playing 15-yard off coverage when they have to get down the field?
Yeah.
Why are you letting them go out of bounds? Why are you playing press man when they have to get into the end zone for the Raiders?
It's a beautiful ball though, too. Beautiful.
If you're the Lions, why are you letting the middle of the field be wide open for 50 yards? Like, it's just unbelievable. Van Jefferson is better than DJ and Co. No.
Get out of my face. That's hilarious, Christian. That's a good joke right there.
Listen, you look at that Rams offense with
Aaron Marshall alone is better than both those guys.
What an incredible catch he made between the legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Caught it right between the thighs. But now you look at that Rams offense without Kupp. It's so ugly.
Disgusting.
Like, the running backs aren't very good. Ben Skoranek, whatever. Tutu hasn't really become anything. Van Jefferson is like...
I like Van Jefferson.
He's a 3.
I mean, if they could figure out how to use Allen Robinson, he'd be a very good 3 for them.
Oh, yeah, but they don't know how to use anybody besides Cooper Kupp, so...
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Just a tad bit. All right, what's next here? Oh, look at that. We're on the Rams anyway. Stafford retires this offseason. Should the Rams give Baker a contract to replace him? I mean, you're going to be in a transition period because I think if
quarterback? He's not a bad bridge quarterback, I wouldn't say.
No, I would take him as a bridge. Because, I mean, listen, things to get real ugly for the Rams real quick. Not only because they don't have draft picks, but, like, all of a sudden, like, McVay has already said that he's basically tied to all the veterans. So, like, what? If Donald retires, does that mean he retires?
Donald's not retiring, though. Aaron Donald's the one that's not retiring.
I don't know. I could see it.
I thought he said he wasn't. I thought he said he's playing a little while.
I thought he was taking it, like, year to year.
Didn't he get a new contract?
Yeah, but I still thought he was taking it, like, year to year.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, Stafford retires, McVay retires, and Donald's like, yeah, miss me with that rebuild shit.
Yeah, like, why would at that point in your career, why would you want to rebuild?
Trade Jalen Ramsey.
Bro, he's kind of cooked.
Yeah, sadly.
Like, Jalen Ramsey is not the Jalen Ramsey of 2 or 3 years ago. Like, I have seen him get bodied quite a few times this season.
And even though, like, it was Devontae and stuff like that, but he's been getting cooked by other guys, too.
Well, you go back to the Super Bowl. If they have 0.3 more seconds, the Bengals are Super Bowl champions. Because that last play of the game for them, that man was – Jamar had him cooked.
That would have been a hell of a picture, too, because he was on the ground. So he'd just be, like, looking up at him. That would have been a great picture.
Oh, thank God the Patriots got a lucky flag on an illegal motion or something like that because they were about to give up a 3rd and 13. Now it's 3rd and 18.
That actually happened to your guy, Brock Purdy, this week, too. He threw a pick, ugliest, dumbest throw I've seen, and then it got called back, and then he threw a touchdown to Ayuk. On a bad call, too. A receiver just fell down, and they called holding on defense. Bad. Carlton Davis was pissed.
Hey, you know what they say. Luck is all about preparation.
Oh, no, I was hype about it. I saw the pick. I was like, I'm going to lose this game, miss the playoffs. Saw the flag, touchdown to Ayuk. I was like, let's go. Good call, right?
My only thing in life that I need to happen is for me to win this, what's it called? This ESPN league. I'm the number 1 seed. Darren Waller's supposed to come. I've been getting 0 production out of my tight end the entire season because I picked Darren Waller and he's been hurt. And I've been trying to like stream different tight ends. And of course, I make the wrong choice every week. This week, I literally meant to take Foster Moreau out of my lineup and put in David Njoku. Totally forgot. Foster Moreau 0 points, David Njoku 18.
Yeah,
so still win. I'm still going to win because that's just who I am. But tough life out here. What's next up here? The Lions, Stafford's old team, a legit threat in the NFC. I mean, if they make the playoffs, yeah, I could see them winning the game.
Like, every week, their
offense is very good.
Like slow a roll. He's got a nice little stretch. Let's slow a roll here.
What?
Let's not forget the first couple weeks of Jared Goff.
Josh, they have the most 30-point games in the league this year.
Yeah, he's playing solid, but let's slow our roll.
I think. Listen, I said it last week. I don't know if it was this show.
So if that Rams pick is number 1 overall somehow,
no, it's not. Is it?
No, I'm saying somehow, like hypothetically, because Houston's going to get it.
You're not taking a quarterback. I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't.
They draft Will Anderson.
Honestly, if I am the Lions and the Bears, so what? I think the Lions right now have the 3rd pick. The Bears have the 2nd pick. Mm-hmm. I would immediately call every single team that wants a quarterback. Give me your best offer right now. We're trading this pick. If not, I'll take a defensive player because we don't need a quarterback right now. Because you could rebuild so quickly. Like, I think the Bears rebuild is about to be like that. Because
that O-line sucks. Receivers suck. Defense falling apart.
They have $100 million in cap space.
Yeah, but you gotta hit a lot.
$100 million in cap space though, and the number 2 overall pick that you could potentially turn into like the 8th pick overall, and then like 2 or 3 more first round picks.
It could be, but listen, I live in Illinois. Been following the Bears a long time. They find a way to mess.
Listen, maybe it's a new time. They got the quarterback right finally, and when you get the quarterback right, everything else gets a lot easier.
No, it doesn't. I've also been a Panthers fan for a very long time. That does not always
been a Super Bowl.
One time.
Hey, listen,
saw
more than other teams can say.
Saw 7 other years.
Jets haven't had a quarterback since Joe Namath.
That's true. Very true. Chad Pennington had a year.
Yeah, Ryan Fitz had that year. Sanchez had a couple back-to-back AFC Championship games. But, I mean, I don't know. I think the Bears rebuild could be real simple this offseason.
I hope it is. I'd love nothing more than that.
But no, back to the Lions, listen, Goff is playing really good this year. 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 97 quarterback rating.
He had a good year. He had his second year in LA or with the Rams. Very good too.
Listen, I don't think Jared Goff is all of a sudden an unbelievable quarterback and he's changed his entire career around. But to say that he hasn't, I'm gonna be real. Jared Goff's a top 10 quarterback this year. This year, alone. He's been playing very well. 22-7.
I mean, but that's not too impressive. I get what you're saying. I agree. I think Jared Goff has been playing really well. I get that.
This year, would you take him over Dak?
I mean, Dak missed some time, so yeah.
Would you take him over? I mean, let's see. You take him over Russ. You would take him over Kyler.
There's been a lot of bad quarterback play out of guys who normally play really well. Which now it's happened vice versa. A guy that normally plays really bad is having a year.
I don't know. I think he's played very good football this year. So I just don't think that they're going to take a quarterback. And then
I do think they're convinced too. Hey, we got a good rest of the roster. Goff.
That's what I'm saying. I think the way that they look at it is Goff can do enough for us to win games right now. Let's fix everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. And getting Will Anderson and Aiden Hutchinson on the line, that'd be nasty.
If you got Will Anderson, you would have Aiden Hutchinson, and then you could go and then you get maybe some more O linemen, because now that Jameson Williams back, he caught a touchdown on his first catch in that game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I'm arguing is a top 10 wide receiver.
Because I had to rewatch last week our pick segment because I messed it up. I watched it. I thought for a second, because you predicted Amon-Ra's stat line, for a second I thought I heard his stat line on the radio or something. I thought you predicted it perfectly, but you didn't. You were pretty far.
I certainly did not.
I thought you did, though. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Kind of got that right. I think you said 8 catches, 114, and a touchdown.
I think he had
he had 6 for 68.
Yeah, something like that. Still pretty good.
Yeah, still good.
But the lines will go as far as I think the defense allows them. I think their last 6 games or something like that. They're only
Anthony Richardson guy, huh, Christian? I don't know how I feel about Anthony Richardson.
I leave all that to you guys.
So. He's the most project quarterback a quarterback can be.
I guess you could technically draft him, though, have him sit behind Goff, and then if you think he's that guy.
Right. I mean, this quarterback class, a lot of like you said earlier, Hendon Hooker, some team's going to get him, and he's going to be a good player for them. He's going to be a really good quarterback, maybe. I agree his ceiling is scary too, but you can say that about Spencer Rattler's ceiling is also very, very scary. I don't know. I feel like that's just so much of a project. You got to have a guy in place for years. Kind of like what the Niners did with Trey Lance. I don't know. I think he's good. I think he can be really good. Just this year wasn't the year he wanted, some would say.
I don't know. The Lions have been fun to watch this year, though. I'll give them that. I genuinely am excited to watch their games.
Yeah, I'm excited to see us play them. I think when we play them, it's going to be a crazy game.
I genuinely really do enjoy watching their games, and it hasn't been like that for a very long time. Also, I said on because that's kind of the end of our topics right here. No, we got one more, but I'll kind of I'll kind of include that. So I was kind of feeling a little spicy at the beginning of the show, feeling a little, I was into the show this week. Listen, I'm going to be real right now. I think this is where it was coming from. Vikings, frauds. One and done team. Really? Absolute frauds. They are not winning a playoff game.
Just because of this week, or you thought this?
No, I think that they're the biggest frauds. Really? Listen, I know the Eagles haven't really played anybody either, but I think they're a team you can just look at it and it's so much better. Like, Eagles have the best offensive and defensive line in the NFL. Our next topic is, did Jalen Hurts run away with the MVP race is absolutely over. I don't want to hear anybody else's name. Mahomes had a stinker this week, even though they won 3 interceptions. I think Hurts, as long as he doesn't go like 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
I think he could and he'd still win. I think
it's possible. That conversation's over. The Vikings are frauds. I said it last week, and I know what they just did to Brady too. Tua is starting to look ordinary. I believe he was. I believe what was he like 8 of 22 in that game or something like that. He was absolutely awful. The Giants fall right back to earth.
Your thought process on quarterbacks amazes me.
Why is that?
Like Goff, you're ecstatic about, but Tua.
Listen.
No.
I think Tua's still been a top 10 quarterback this year.
Would you take Tua or Goff?
That's a good question.
For both right now? No, because right now you'd take Goff. I know you would.
That's a really good question. And maybe it shouldn't be, but I think.
No, because I don't even know what I'd pick either.
See, I think I would take Goff. I think he can move a little bit better than Tua. He's Tua. Listen, I hate the size thing, but he is bigger than Tua as well. He's been in the league longer. He knows how to get a team to a Super Bowl, even though, it was with McVay at the height of the powers of the Rams. I mean, I feel like I would go with with Goff. Yeah, Tua was 10 for 28 for 145.
Yeah, he did not have a good night last night. That's
terrible. And it's because here's the thing to me that's more concerning than anything. It's those easy throws all of a sudden. It's the like wide open over the middles and the crossing route that should have been caught by Tyreek that like just aren't happening anymore. Listen, one of their touchdowns was scored because of a fumble recovery that Tyreek took 50 yards.
Craziest play I've seen.
Oh yeah, insanity, absolute insanity. Did not see that one coming at all.
That's the only reason that game score kind of looked like it was a game. Was because of that. I don't know. It's a weird conversation, Tua or Goff. Right now,
look at this. See,
5 weeks ago,
Ramondre's hurt.
Don't look at me. I told you sit him. Don't look at me.
It's okay. He hasn't scored negative points, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying. Imagine he did, and now he's
5 weeks ago. I'd take Tua easily. After that Ravens game, not even a debate.
Yeah,
I think both of these guys are. Yeah, week 11, I'll take Goff. Week 12, hell no, get that man away from me. So I don't know. It's I can't even decide. However I'm feeling.
Because here's the thing too, you had an excuse last week for Tua with the way he played. That was the 49ers. Chargers defense isn't good. They're just not that special.
They're not. I mean,
come on.
They're not great.
Let's be real here. Derwin didn't even play in that game.
There are worse defenses.
Well, yeah, of course. But they're not good. They're bottom 20. They're not even middle of the pack.
I think they're closer to middle of the pack than the bottom.
I don't know.
I think they are. I think they've gotten better throughout the season.
A nice Mac interception. Love that.
Happy time.
I think it was tipped.
Who cares? Bad throw. Bad ball. He's a bust. He sucks.
Oh, listen. I've been telling them to get rid of Mac for years.
You guys could land, Well, how many picks? You guys trade any picks?
No. He fell to us.
No, I'm saying this year, quarterback draft.
Oh, I'll trade whoever they want.
I'd like Hendon Hooker in New England. That'd be fun.
Hey, there's rumors that Brady wants to come back.
Spencer Rattler in New England, that'd be my dream scenario. He'd be Tom Brady. He would be. I'm such a big Spencer Rattler guy. I love that. He's going to be a star.
God, what a downfall. Mac Jones. Unbelievable.
I thought he's cool. He gritties. Isn't he cool?
Yeah, don't care. Also, listen, never again. And yeah, it is because of 1 week. and I think he's great anyway. I will never listen to a conversation that leaves Justin Herbert out of a top 5 quarterback conversation ever again. I'm not doing it.
Top 5.
Listen, the top 5 at this very moment, and it will be like this for the next however many years, is Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Herbert.
Hurts?
This year, yeah.
Lamar?
And
what about Lamar?
No. Lamar's not top 5 this year.
Why not?
Weeks 1 through 7, Lamar was.
Then injuries start happening.
Hey.
Well, actually, no, his injury, he started to suck a little bit. But
I think within the first 7 weeks, they had 12.
I think the only guys I can say he's going to be a top. It's only Mahomes and Allen for me that are this list won't change. When this list changes, they will be there and they will be one.
I just don't think Herbert and Burrow will ever be like. Did you see some of the throws Herbert made last night? Did you? No. That throw to Keenan Allen.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Was one of the most gorgeous passes I've seen in my entire life.
You see their post game thing too? It's that throw, that catch. Yeah, they were doing an interview and he worded to him, he's that throw, that catch.
Bro, that was just absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, I think that was what really had me.
I could see Herbert and Burrow both falling out of the top 5. Just because guys like Hurts come out of nowhere.
I don't know.
Hurts was not near the top 5 preseason, and now he's got to win an MVP. Lamar could come back next year, have an amazing year. Aaron Rodgers could not retire and win another MVP.
I just think I think those 4 guys are locked in, and then the 5th one will just be whoever. And listen, maybe they don't stay in their respective spots. Because
you've seen Herbert have some bad games.
Yeah, but the fact that he does all of this without a center, tackle, Mike, you know that Keenan Allen and Mike Williams have played 1 full game together this year?
Yeah, it's been tough over there for sure.
A head coach that nobody likes.
I like him.
I think he's terrible. Can't wait for him to be fired.
Sadly, he's not.
I don't know. If they miss the playoffs, he will be.
How many coaching vacancies are going to be this offseason?
Let's see. I don't think the Panthers will give Wilkes the job.
I hate that.
The Colts won't give it to Saturday.
McDaniel's gone?
No. I don't think they have the money to fire him.
Is Denver?
Yes. Denver's that's over with. Like I said, if the Chargers miss it, that's over with. Let's see.
No. Cardinals? Kingsbury gone?
They just extended him.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they gave Kyler, the GM, and Kingsbury all 5-year extensions this offseason.
That's crazy. What if McVay does retire? That's one.
True. Yeah, I mean, there could potential. Sean Payton, find your landing spot.
Yeah.
Please just let them fire Brandon Staley, and then let Sean Payton.
Bowles.
I'd say no.
That's an interesting one. That's a very interesting situation.
It is.
Because you don't know what Leftwich is doing. You have no clue what's going to happen there. Arians, you're not. I mean, he's what? A consultant?
Well, now all of a sudden, though, is Leftwich. Everybody was like, oh, he should be a head coach. He should be a head coach. After this year, does it all of a sudden go okay, never mind?
No.
Because the offense has struggled, so you never know.
Who knows?
You never, ever know. How about the quarterback of the week, Josh? You got one?
I do. And I have to get his stats. It's the guy I didn't start. Trevor Lawrence, hard not to get it to him when he beat a team with a very solid defense in the Tennessee Titans. He had 3 touchdowns. And load. See, I do have a potato for a phone. It's so annoying. But I'm not making any dead air. I'm still talking. Oh, look, in my window. There goes that fire truck. He was 30 of 42, 368, and 3 TDs.
I'll go with the guy that I've showed love to. How about Jared Goff? Huh? 330, 3 touchdowns? I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? We got a player of the week?
Staying in Jacksonville, Evan Ingram, 11 catches, 162 yards, and 2 TDs. He does it once a year, guys. Does it once a year.
I'm going to have to go with Justin Jefferson. I think he had 11 catches, 223 yards. Quietest 223 yards I've ever heard of in my entire life. I mean, I guess because they lost the game and maybe because he didn't score a touchdown as well. The man had 223 yards and 11 catches, and I didn't even hear about it.
Crazy.
And then, Josh, this is more for you. You do your NBA player of the week. I feel like I know who you're going with.
You probably do. I'm getting the stats right now. Zion Williamson's last 6 games, 33 points, 10 boards, 5 assists, 80%, 30 points, 15 boards, 8 assists, 64%, 25, 6, 4, 53%, 29, 10, 5, 68%, 35, 7, 4, 76%, 35, 8, 3, 66%. He doesn't miss at the hoop. He doesn't. It's impossible. He could build a wall. He's going to dunk it. He's going to finish. It's crazy. He had a hell of a week.
He is a very large man.
Pelicans #1 seed too.
Are they? Okay.
They are.
Interesting development.
Fuck the Suns. That dunk was dope.
Do we have any additions to the prayer circle or put some respect on my name?
Yeah, let's add Mike Leach to the prayer circle.
Yeah, that's fair.
Need him in our prayers.
Hope he pulls
respect. I mean, let's pray for you and all the movies you've never seen. I mean,
listen.
Rush Hour? Rush Hour?
Listen, I'll get to it one day.
Oh, no, that's it.
All right, well, that leads us into the final segment of the show, like it does every single week, and that is the pick segment. Josh, how did we do in the previous week?
Yeah, so I went 6 and 7, I believe, and you went 7 and 6. I dropped down one game because I picked the Lions with you, and last second I switched to Minnesota. That's one thing I had to go back and look. I was like, I swear we both picked the Lions, but I switched last second. And then, of course, always when I don't pick the Panthers, they win.
I mean, it is just unbelievable that I'm going to win the pick segment for a third year in a row.
There's still time.
I can't wait to be sent a trophy by Josh. Oh, God, I'm dying. Because I'm going to need my 2020 title on it. 2021 title on it.
You're going to be, I'm not going to spoil it.
And 2022 title on it. I need all 3 years of the pick segment.
You said it's a trophy, right? It's like a trophy?
Yeah.
You have any ideas do you want it to just be like a trophy like the cup? Or do you want it to be something cool? Like, you want to be surprised by what it is?
I mean, we can come together and think on it.
Because I could.
I think something cool would be nice.
Yeah, we could do something.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why you got this devious smile, but,
I'm sending it.
I want to know what you're thinking of. Because, listen, if we're going halvesies on this trophy, I'm going to have to see it anyway.
Do you?
I think I do. Whatever. Listen, we'll start off Thursday Night Football. 49ers, they go and they visit the Seahawks. Their magical ride might be over. I think they've lost 3 out of their last 4.
Gino looked like old Gino. Gino looked like old Gino on Sunday.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Shout out a guy I hate on all the time, and I call him a waste of a third-round pick, C.J. Henderson. He had a hell of a game. He got the DK matchup. I was surprised it wasn't JC.
Well, I think we're both going 49ers, though, right? Brock Purdy?
Yep.
All right, sounds like a plan. Colts and the Vikings. Gotta go Vikings.
I thought they were dead.
Yeah, but the Colts, they already old yellered it,
Yeah, they did. I've also gone Vikings.
An interesting game here. The Ravens taking on the Browns. I feel like I got this wrong. I could have swore that the. Oh no, the Bengals play the Browns this week. That's why. All right, so I was right then. I make this list every week, and sometimes I mess things up, but whatever. Um, Ravens and the Browns. It looks like they're going to be on their third string quarterback. I got to go with the Browns.
I got to pick and choose my spots here.
You do.
I'll go with the Ravens.
Okay, fair enough. I don't blame you. Lions and the Jets. This is going to be a very good game. I think this is going to be a very high-powered Lions offense. Very
Flacco, though, right?
What?
It's Flacco.
Well, we don't know. Mike White said today that he's playing.
No, he's not playing.
That man definitely got some broken ribs, probably. So, listen, I talked up Jared Goff.
Why did you go this way? Why did you go this way?
What way?
Why'd you jump to Lions?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, how did I get there?
I was looking at the Bills and Dolphins. I was like, why did you
skip 3 games? I don't know. Listen, you know what I think it was? It's because I looked up and then I just because it's right below Ravens and Browns. Listen, I'm all over the place this week. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Listen, never mind. We'll skip that. Backtrack.
They all kick off at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. They're all 1 o'clock games. Who cares? Dolphins and Bills. This is actually the best game of the week. Big Bills?
Easily.
Ooh, who's down for the Cardinals right now? Why he looked like he got shot?
Who got shot?
I don't know. This man is in pain. I don't even know who that is. Oh. I'm going to go with the Bills too, though. Although I haven't been very impressed with their offense lately, which is a little scary.
They've looked a little weird. A little weird.
They could use a little Odell help, I think. But apparently the knee isn't right.
Well, they can't get
the Bears. Eagles and the Bears, listen. That Bears offensive line is going to be in for a rough one.
Yeah, so is Justin Fields. So
yeah,
it's going to be.
Falcons and the Saints. If this touches your screen and you're not a fan of either of these teams, seek therapy.
I mean, Desmond Ridder versus Andy Dalton?
I'm good. Never been better, honestly. Give me the Falcons.
See, I feel like this is one where I just have to go against you, so I'll go with the Saints.
I was really hoping you would pick the same one as me because I don't really have faith in that pick. Now we actually get to the Lions and the Jets. I kind of made mine obvious. I'm going with the Lions. I can't, talk all this about Jared Goff and the Lions and Amon-Ra St. Brown and then go with the Jets. Come on, and I need the Lions to win anyway because I don't know if the Patriots are going to win this game against the Cardinals, even though Kyler Murray's not even playing because, the offense is awful.
If Zach Wilson was starting, I'd pick the Jets, but I'll go with the Lions.
You'd be wrong. Steelers and your Panthers. I'm going with your boys.
Me too. We're good. We are making a run.
Okay. Cowboys and the Jags. Listen, the Cowboys were in a struggle fest. Definitely a struggle fest.
Also, last week you said, when we were talking about Dallas Houston, you said, this could be a trap game. You said that. I was like, holy shit.
Josh, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty smart, aren't I?
You predicted all of it.
I might be pretty good at this podcasting thing.
You might be.
Hey, listen, 3 years running, right?
Two?
Yeah, basically 3.
2.
Basically 3.
2.
Feels like 65 at this rate. I'll still go with the Cowboys.
Yeah, me too.
Chiefs and the Texans, I'm skipping that one. Pats and the Raiders. Looks like Darren Waller is going to be back. I think I'm going to go with the Raiders. No, I lied. I'll go with my boys.
I'll go with the Raiders.
Cardinals and the Broncos. This one I'm unsure of because listen, the offense sucks anyway, but they actually started playing good last week with Russ, and then Russ got absolutely knocked out, which is very scary. We've seen a lot of scary hits this year. A lot of sleeping on the ground hits this year.
See that thing on his head?
No, I did not.
You didn't see the big
I didn't. I missed it.
It's like someone like
a knot.
Oh, yeah, but it's like the size of like a golf ball.
Hey yo. I think I'll go Broncos though.
That's not an Ayo.
No, I mean Ayo as in damn, not like Ayo as in pause.
What am I gonna say? No, it makes sense.
Listen, you got to know the difference in tone of voice and meaning here.
You said Ayo.
But whatever. Who are you going with, Broncos or the Cards?
Well, considering both quarterbacks are going to be out, I will. Who'd you pick?
I picked the Broncos.
I'll go Cardinals.
That's one where I'm definitely making up a game. Absolutely.
Give me
that
Colt
Broncos
McCoy
defense.
Colt McCoy versus who?
I don't care. Broncos defense. Come on.
Broncos offense.
Cardinals offense. Titans, who just got waxed, versus the Chargers, who were looked real good in that game, and it's at home. Top 5 quarterback Justin Herbert. Give me the Chargers.
Me too.
Bengals and the Bucks. Looking like a rough game for those Buccaneers again. That's a touchdown, Patriots.
Yeah, I'll go Cincinnati.
This is a big game for the playoffs. Big game. Even got flexed. Technically, this was supposed to be Patriots Raiders, but the Washington Commies and the New York Giants got flexed to Sunday Night Football. And I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders here.
Frick you. I'm going Commanders too.
And then this is a disgustingly bad game probably for Monday night. But the Rams and the Packers, I think I'm going to go with the Packers. Off a bye week, fresh, healthy. Maybe they figure some things out. Christian Watson, touchdown machine.
Give me the Rams.
How many games we disagree on there, pal?
One.
You're 5 back right now?
Yeah. 4.
4? All right. So no matter what, I'm
5.
in first place. 5? And I know you're
I got Baltimore. You got Cleveland. I got New Orleans. You got Atlanta. I got the Raiders. You got the Pats. I got the Cardinals. You got the Broncos. I got the Rams. You got Green Bay. I don't hate it. I'm confident we're going to be tied up heading into week.
You think you're going a 5-0 sweep on me?
I think I'm about to kick your ass so hard, dude.
I think that this is just absolutely.
And it's with a lot of backup quarterbacks, too. I got Andy Dalton. I got Anthony Brown. I got Baker.
I got Desmond Ridder.
So?
And Brett Ripien.
You got Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the Ravens one I'm real confident in.
You're crazy for that.
I think the Cardinal one I'm real confident in.
Crazy
Pats, Raiders, I'm up in the air. I think I'm confident in the Pats. I don't know. We'll find out. Listen, we'll find out. That's the end of the show, folks. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate all the comments. Listen, we spent a lot of time on things I didn't watch, but hey, it's our show, damn it. That's what we always say, right, Josh?
Goddamn right.
And listen, Anthony Conover _ on Twitter. You can go ahead, click my link tree, then you'll find out everything else I do, okay? But with that being said, I'll hand it over to Josh, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at Jolin _4. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and tune in Monday, 7 Eastern.
Listen, like I said, appreciate everybody for tuning in, and catch you on the next one. All right, y'all have a good one.